What's going on, everyone? So, that game last night, it hurt, right? Because it's just like the Lakers were right there. They had a real chance of winning that game. Playing the Denver Nuggets, you needed it for seeding, you needed to win that game. It's unfortunate. Me personally, I would have rather us gotten blown out because at least we could have been like, one, I wouldn't have had to suffer that pain, as many of you, I'm sure, were suffering. Also, Jamal Murray, again, I would have rather just gotten like backdoor cut easy dunk or like layup from like Christian Brown or something like that than another Jamal Murray game winner on the Lakers. It's just like every time we play that guy hits some miraculous shot. It's just, it's so frustrating. But nonetheless, I love the fight. I'm proud of this team. I'm glad that they competed till the very end. There was several times in that game, in the second quarter, the third quarter, where they just could have laid down, and no one would have thought anything less of them, right? Everyone would have looked at it and just been like, it's understandable, right? Lakers, they're missing their entire team, missing like 6 of their top 7 guys. It was basically Austin Reeves and Jared Vanderbilt and a bunch of G League guys versus the fully healthy, ready to go Denver Nuggets on the road in Denver. And we were right there and had a real chance to win that game. It hurts. It's unfortunate. Obviously, the turnover in the end by Russ, that hurts too. But, again, personally, I don't think the Lakers would have won that game if it went in overtime. I think Jamal Murray, 1, deflated it. 2, Reeves and everybody, they were just getting gassed. Dalton Connect even, he hit his head and just scary fall. That was not great. I'm glad that we fought. I'm glad that, again, Denver just doesn't seem that scary for these Lakers anymore, which makes sense. Like, no one's really on the team anymore that was dealing with the issues, right? Like, Jordan Goodwin, Dorian Finney-Smith, Luka Doncic, like all these guys, Gabe Vincent even wasn't really doing because he didn't play last year, right? Like, Denver has owned us the last few seasons. No doubts about it, right? But, like, those teams of the past and D'Lo and those guys, they're all gone, right? Like, so this team, they're just like, hey, like, we can compete. Let's hustle. Let's work. And it's why I think the Lakers have a real chance to win. It's why I think the Lakers are good enough to at least be competitive, be in the space, be in the realm, right? Like, it's... Obviously, there's a lot of holes still with this team. There's a lot of concerns, particularly on the interior with just the center option. But I don't hate the overall team, the hustle, the grit. You got multiple defensive pieces. You got multiple guys that get after it. I do think the Lakers have a genuine chance. It really boils down to, obviously, Luka, Reeves, and LeBron. How well do they play, particularly LeBron and Luka? Can they kind of be transcending? Can they be, the best players on the court every single night, or at least 4 times a series? I think the Lakers have a real chance to win that. Denver shot 40 or 38 free throws, 38-16. Talk about a 22 free throw differential. 17, if you count what were made by the Lakers and Denver, 17-point differential as far as like makes go. It's a lot. It's a lot to overcome, right? And the Lakers only lost by 5 and had a chance to win that game. They outworked them, out-hustled them, everything. So, again, I was very proud of this team. Like I mentioned earlier, I would have rather probably gotten blown out because we would have had the justification. It's like, well, what do you expect, right? Like, we're missing the whole team, and we wouldn't have had that, like, heartbreak. It kind of would have just been like, it's over, like, at halftime. But I love the fight. I love the grit. I love that this team kept, digging and trying to keep the dirt afloat. But you got to win your next 2 games. Lakers have 2 more sets of back-to-backs. Lakers lost 4 games first time this year. They've had multiple 3-game losses. And, of course, right when the Lakers start losing, everybody else is winning. Like, Minnesota's on like a 6-game win streak or whatever. Warriors on like a 7-game win streak. Everyone wants to win a bunch of games. Houston's won like 5 straight, 6 straight. Right? Like, it's just like, right? Lakers go on a 4-game losing streak and everybody's winning. I'm not worried about the Lakers falling into the play-in or anything. Like, I've seen people like, oh, Lakers going to be a play-in team. Like, LeBron's not out for the season, right? Like, LeBron will be back. We'll make the last push. Lakers have the same losses in the loss column as like the 2 seed right now. Lakers beat the Suns and the Spurs. They'll be, again, probably 2-3 seed again, depending on how obviously the other teams shape up. But Lakers are right in the thick of it. They play Denver again. It'd be really nice if we could beat Denver again. Right? It'd be really nice if we could handle business that time. Hopefully Jokic or Luka plays. Not Jokic, Luka. Right? I don't think LeBron will be back by that point, but can we have like Dorian Finney-Smith back? Can we have maybe Jackson Hayes back? I think we got to do something about the center position, right? Like Christian Coloco, I thought he was great last night, but I just think he gives you what Jackson Hayes does, and healthy Jackson Hayes. I just don't think you really need Coloco. Coloco's a better shot blocker in my opinion, but I just think, Jackson Hayes gives you the same thing, and he's been solid. Trey Jemison, I'm still a fan of just for like a big physical guy, but like, to me, he's more of like a 6 foul guy rather than like somebody you want to lean on heavily. So I like the Lakers. The problem is just not like a well of centers, not like a group of guys that's just like, okay, that's the guy we need. So we'll see how this plays out, what the Lakers decide to do with that position. I imagine the Lakers probably just kind of just run with how they are, probably go more small ball and stuff, but no, we'll see. Time will tell. Again, I'm very proud of this team, right? I love that we compete. Austin Reeves was unbelievable. Austin Reeves was fantastic. Dalton Connect was great. Right, Jordan Goodwin I thought was great. Jared Vanderbilt was, box score wise, he was great. He had 9, 7, and 7, something like that. But his impact on that game went far beyond the box score. That guy had his hand all over that game. Just the hustle plays, dirty work, having to defend Jokic. Right? And that's what's frustrating about Alex Lynn. Like, you have Alex Lynn, you can't even throw him on Jokic. You have Alex Lynn on the court, and Jared Vanderbilt's defending him, right? Jokic, that is. It's just like, what's the point of having Alex Lynn on the basketball court then, right? Like, it's just, Alex Lynn, obviously Lakers didn't have a bunch of players to go to, so you kind of you had to play who you had to play. Even Bronny had to play some games. But we got to win the next 2 games. It's that simple, right? You got to beat the Suns. You got to beat the Spurs. You win those 2 games, the ship will be right again. Lakers will be in the thick of it. Like I said, LeBron will be back. LeBron's going to play at least 7 more games. And the Lakers will probably win 6 out of those 7 once he gets back. So if you can win another 2-3 games in that time, right, all of a sudden, Lakers will get to 50 wins. Right? Like, that's the goal to me. Can the Lakers get to 50 wins? Right? This 6-game stretch, even with the healthy Lakers roster, was still going to be tough. They were still probably going to lose some games. Right? Now, you probably don't lose to Brooklyn and some of those other teams, obviously, but you're probably losing, 3 or 4 of these back-to-backs anyway. So I don't think really anything has changed in that regard. But, I think we beat Denver tonight. Right? So if you beat Brooklyn, then you're on you're 2-2 in your last games. Right? Like, something like that. Lakers need to just kind of weather the storm, is my point. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? What did you make of last night's game? Were you disappointed? Do you feel like, it sucks? Were you proud of the team? Were you like, hey, at least they were competitive. At least they didn't just lay down. However you feel, whatever your thoughts are. Either way, love to hear it. Let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.